Junior Lancers JV. Boys getting warmed up here. Had a slight delay, not too much, as the game's about to get started. It's been a long stretch, a couple games here, as some of the boys just got off the ice about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, trying to see if any of these guys have actually played the last 2 games. Hopefully they're not having to play 3 in a row, but you get guys like Johnny Morgan and they're big, which I think Morgan is probably out there. This will be his 3rd in a row. I'm going to imagine they'll let him sit the next game.
Hopefully, man, it's going to be a long day for that kid. He's going to sleep well tonight. So we get 3 minutes left till game time. Boys getting warmed up here.
Yeah, so far pretty good day. Both games, good solid games. Both losses, but much closer, better than we saw yesterday from these 2 teams.
Yep.
A lot of standing around yesterday. It didn't seem like the boys knew each other. They're really starting to get to know each other's play. So good to see them stepping it up. This last game, if you didn't see it against McKinney, boy, it was a big McKinney team. They were fast. They were a good team. Ended up losing 7-5, but it was tight up until the end.
Good game.
Alfieri looks like he'll be back in net today. Took a tough one yesterday against the Monarchs. So hopefully we'll see him recover real quick here and have a good game.
I heard they were talking a little bit before the game. Sounded like he was doing all right, so we'll see how it goes.
Amazing how these goalies really bounce back after a tough one. It's a mark of a good goalie. Be able to just shake it off and move on, especially in a preseason. Games don't mean anything other than trying to get yourself prepped for the regular season. I don't think we know a whole lot about this Dallas Penguins team of how they did this week so far, other than they're from Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they have a very yellow jersey, but it's not the kind of yellow you would think.
No, it's
kind of annoying almost, honestly.
Kind of an orangish yellow, but
So we've got a minute 40 left till game time. Boys getting warmed up here. I did see some stuff I liked last game. The boys seemed to just kind of settle in a little bit.
Yep.
Didn't get too panicky. I would like to see a little more separation, spread out a little bit.
Would agree.
But, first couple games of the season, there's going to be some kinks to work out. That's why we have these before the season starts up officially. We'll see what happens. As I even noticed on the side over there, the bench, the coaches are. Coach Kinder's over there this time. He wasn't over there before, so we'll see.
Yeah. Oh.
I think some notes were being taken even during the last game. I saw him over here, so we'll see what happens.
Unfortunately, with yesterday's varsity game and 15 penalties, he has to serve 1 game, and being it's a varsity game, he can't be on the bench for a JV game until he serves the varsity. So, fortunately, he missed 2 games. But he was here watching, taking good notes. So we'll see.
Well, the varsity did much better last game on their penalties, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I think we had 2 versus 15, so that was much better.
Boys took a hint on that one, did a much better job. I was sitting in the announcer's booth for that one, and the North Stars definitely had tried to be chirping across the way there. It was pretty interesting to watch. And we've got about 10 seconds until game time.
Yep. Stay tuned after this game. Will be varsity. Once again, another short change. They'll come right back and play the team from Alaska.
There's going to be quite a few kids that are sleeping good tonight and hungry.
Absolutely. And then we'll again finish up tomorrow morning early, 7:30 for this JV team, followed by varsity, both playing a team from Vegas. So good weekend, though. A lot of hockey.
A lot of good takeaways from it. Nothing really too blown out, and boys are learning and trying some new stuff, so we'll see what happens. They collect the pucks here, and we get onto a game.
A couple new refs after we've seen the same 2 for the last 2 games. We'll see what we got. You never know sometimes with these Omaha refs. We've got some pretty decent ones, and we've got some that are still a little green here and there and like to call a little bit of everything. So it depends if they're going to let this play out. Keep it under control, let the boys get some flow going.
That could be interesting. Junior Mavs getting their little Pre-game pump-up going there at the net as they're picking up the last bit of pucks in the net. And we have Junior Mavs JV versus Dallas Penguins.
Those Penguins.
So we get moving on here.
Last good speech there. The ref's looking ready to call it. There we go.
And out come the Junior Lancers. Net's a little bit in my way, but hopefully I can read some of these names.
Yeah. I think we've got most of the numbers, unfortunately, on these jerseys are a little harder to read. First year that we're having names on the jersey, so that's new. I'm sure that our opposing teams will appreciate it as they try to call names sometimes that we've heard in the last few seasons.
Looks like we're going to have Sidoric, Samard, Bianchetti, Wen, and Proust coming out for the Junior Lancers.
I've been told it's Bianchetti.
Bianchetti.
Yeah.
Taking on center. Kicking one back, picked up by Wen. Kicks one forward, back over, picked up again as Bianchetti almost gets that one. Goes over to the far side. Proust in pursuit on the far side corner of Omaha. Picked up by Dallas, kicked back over as Bianchetti gets that one forward. I'm sorry, Samard gets that one forward. Comes over to the near side, takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender, over to the far side corner. Omaha gets a hold of that one, trying to kick that back over. Picked off and by Dallas. And another Proust almost gets a hold of that one, goes over to the far side. Crinclaw in, takes it over to the far side corner, trying to find it. Kicks one back over and clears it for Omaha. Back over, picked up by Dallas. Dallas on the near side takes one back into their own territory. They're going to hold on to that one as they get a change in. Kicks that over to center ice, back over to the near side corner. As Wayne almost gets a hold of that one, Dallas kicks it over to the far side, picked off. Omaha trying to get a hold of that one. Possession has been an issue so far in the game with 3:57 left. Puck on the near side. Busher almost gets a hold of that one. Goes over to the side side. Is Preble pushing this one forward. Back over into Dallas territory. On the far side, Dallas gets a hold of it. Looks like they're going to clear that one. Picks it over, take it over. Crinclaw with a good back check. Kicks it over to the near side. Edwards almost gets that one too. Back over behind the Omaha net. Picks it off to Edwards. Edwards trying to get one over. Cutler stepping in. Grabs a hold of it and almost gets a hold of one. Gets some assistance there by Busher. Back over to the far side. Omaha trying to get a hold of that one. Who was that? Gets knocked over, but no call. So it goes high and picked up by Cutler. Great grab by Cutler. Goes over to the far side. Takes it behind the net over to the far side corner. Trying to get one to Preble. Preble comes in, takes a shot over to the near side. On the near side corner. Omaha trying to get a hold of that one. Clears it as Dallas sails one back over to Omaha territory. And icing is called.
That's a pretty good start here for this team as Penguins are moving. They have a little bit probably fresher legs in Omaha, but we're starting to get some movement, seeing guys open, getting some shots on net, so that's good. It'd be great to see these guys test this goalie quite a bit. We saw that the last game, put up a bunch of goals, but we didn't take a ton of shots, so the more you test them, the more we can get on net.
I like to hear that. Puck gets deflected by the goaltender over to the near side. Morgan coming in on the near side. Trying to get a hold of that one. Puck, Omaha battling that one as Bianchetti trying to get a hold of that one. Gets over to Lee. Lee takes a shot, deflected by Dallas, picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn trying to get in center ice, battling it, trying to get a hold of it on the far side. Holds on to it for Omaha. Sales pushing that one forward, but couldn't quite get it as it's in Omaha territory now. Vaughn trying to come in and get a hold of it. Kicks one forward to Morgan. Morgan clears it. Takes that one forward back over to center ice. He's got Zach in front of him. Morgan takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender near side. Bobby Lee trying to get a hold of that one. Comes over as Bianchetti almost gets that over. Goes over to the far side. Deflected off the boards. Deflected by Dallas. Clears it. Omaha getting a change in. Puck gets deflected. Cleared. Zach almost gets that as Elkins couldn't quite get that. Goes over to the other side. Picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn going to clear it. Gets it off the boards. Over to Morgan. Morgan sails that back over to the near side corner. Back behind the net of Dallas to the far side. Dallas there to grab a hold of that as Omaha getting a change in. Trying to get a hold of that one as it goes back over to Omaha territory. Little pile up there. Omaha clears it back over to center ice, and they're going to call. Referee's got his arms up, but goes over to the far side. Omaha trying to go of it, and Omaha touches it. Penalty on Omaha. Looks like we're going to have tripping.
A little bit earlier, we saw that same play kind of reverse and nothing called. So I thought maybe they'd let it go. Initially, he didn't have his arm up. The back ref here did. So looks like we're going to have to kill one already here early on.
Omaha on the PK as Pruce goes in for 2 minutes.
So I've been calling him Pruss, but I haven't met them yet. So we're going to go with that until they tell us something different.
Somebody tell us. Deflected back over to the near side, picked up by Dallas. Puck goes behind the net. Dallas grabs it, takes it behind the net to the far side, picks it up top, over to the defender on the near side, takes a shot, deflected. Deflected again by Omaha, back down to the near side, trying to get it, couldn't hold on to it. Forced to come back and reset back in neutral territory, goes over to the far side. Dallas holds on to it in their own territory. Some passes back and forth, trying to reset, and a great job by, is that Behrens? Who is that?
Barron.
Barron?
Barron.
Barron. On the near side, the puck comes. Sorry, the net's really throwing me off on some of these. Puck over to the far side. Deflected. Holds on to it, and a deflection there. Back over to the far side. Elkins tries to get a hold of that. Bond under the far side corner. Holds him on the boards. Deflected. Grabbed by Dallas over to the far side. Dallas holding on to it. Takes a shot. Deflected. Omaha clears it. Dallas forced to go after it in their own territory. Omaha still on the penalty kill for another 54 seconds.
Good job by the defenseman here, getting in the lanes and stuff and knocking that puck back, using the body to suck that up a bit.
And a good hit there by Preble. Keeps in the boards, as is Samard. Puts him in a couple times, held on by Dallas, comes in. Trying to hold on to it, takes it over to the near side. Dallas holding on to it, trying to set something up as there's a battle in front of the net. And a great deflection there as Preble gets a hold of that one, kicks it onto the near side. Takes it back behind the Dallas net. Dallas holding on to it. Penguins holding on to it, but Sidoric kicks it right back over. Deflected back over onto the near side. And deflected again by Omaha on the near side. Far side. And a great hit again by Preble behind the net. Elkins trying to get a hold of that one. Puck goes over to the far side. Smart trying to go after it. Deflected back over. Picked up by the Penguins. Takes a shot. Deflected high above the net. No score with 9:30 left in the first period.
Good job killing that penalty, though. You saw it. It looked like the Penguins moved it pretty well. But really, that's just a good kill because they're keeping the guys outside. They're not really getting quality shots. They're knocking things away when they need to. Most of the guys didn't really look tired. They were standing there just holding their ground when they needed to and just block a few and kick it out. So good job killing it.
Great penalty kill there for Omaha as we still no score. Coming out is Cutler taking the snap, taking that one, goes over to the far side. Puck drop goes over, Cricklaw gets it over. Cutler in pursuit, takes it over to the far side of Dallas. Comes in to take a shot, deflected by the tender. Puck goes over to the far side. Held on by Dallas, trying to clear it. Omaha trying to get that puck as they send it back over. Whiffs on that one. Puck deflected over to the far side. Busher trying to go in after that one. A good battle there on the far side. Neutral ice as Omaha sends it back over to Dallas territory. Puck comes over to the near side, deflected, goes back over towards the tender, deflects that one. On Omaha territory, trying to hold on to that one, goes over to the far side, deflected. Omaha trying to clear it, couldn't hold on to it. Omaha clears that one. Dallas sends that back over the blue line a couple times as Cutler trying to battle that one. Puck on the far side, Busher going after it, now in the far side corner, holds on to it, sails that to the near side. Picked up by the defender, takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender behind the net. Great job there. Puck on the far side is Busher trying to get a hold of that one now. Omaha still trying to grab that one as it goes to the far side corner. Trying to clear it, picked up by the defender, takes a shot, deflected, back behind the net. Over to the near side, picked up by Dallas. Dallas sails that back over center. Deflected again, over to the far side. Crinklaw gets in his way on that one. Deflected again. 8:09 left in the period. Puck comes over to the near side. And a good hit. As Preble sails that back over to the near side. Deflected again. Omaha trying to get his Cutler, almost gets a hold of that one. Puck on the far side. Deflected. Crinklaw deflects that one off his shoulder on that one. Goes back over to Dallas territory. They're not going to call that one.
It's fortunate to get back because Preble threw that hit, and it looked like he might have hurt himself. He was having a hard time getting back up in front of the net.
Almost had a stinger, it looked like.
It looks like it could have been.
Puck deflected, goes back over to the far side. Goes back over to Omaha territory. Just Proust going after that one. Comes over to the near side, picked up. Wynn tries to get a hold of that one. And offsides is the call. 7:21 left in the first period.
Yeah, kind of interesting. They whistled that dead. The puck was over there. Nobody touched it. They were still trying to clear the zone. So, we have delayed offside, so might have been a quick whistle there a little bit, but it's all right. Omaha looking a little tired here, a little sluggish. I mean, they did just play just a couple hours ago, so this Dallas team might be a little
couple of the boys just got off the ice, too.
A little less than that, yeah, absolutely.
Puck deflected, picked up, comes over, deflected, back behind the Omaha net, Omaha territory. Proust trying to go after that one, picked up by, who got that, Win? Puck deflected again, is trying to get a hold of it, deflected off his skate.
There's a trip coming.
Yes, and Omaha gets a free play on that one, is tripping called.
They're going to take them both, I believe, though. Bianchetti got back up after the trip and slashed the man as opposed to just letting him go ahead and skate away and taking the penalty, so we're just going to even it right back out. Good call by the refs. You can't argue that one.
No, got to be under control. Yeah. 7 minutes exactly left in the period. No score. Omaha now on the PK again for another 2 minutes.
Five on five, I believe, is the call.
Check that. Check that. Offsetting.
Yep.
Oh, nope.
I think they're offset. They're just going to take them off the board since it's 5 on 5.
Gotcha. We'll go 5 minutes left.
Yep.
Puck deflected. Picked up by Omaha. Comes over across the ice. Picked up by Roeder. Roeder kicks one back over to the near side corner. Going to go after his own pass. Dallas trying to get that one cleared. Roeder almost gets a hold of that one. Puck comes over to his Cutler. Just buries a kid on the near side corner. Picked up by Elkins. Elkins holding on to it. Going for a shot. Nope. Check that. Going to send it to the far side. Deflected back over to the near side. Omaha trying to send that over as Wynn tries to get a hold of that one. Puck on the near side. Deflected high. Didn't quite see, and it goes right into the chest pad of the goaltender on that one.
A lot of bouncing pucks here. Get a little pushing and shoving, and we'll see what the refs kind of sets the tone here. What we see what the refs do when you see that. If they're going to start taking two guys at a time and whatnot, we'll know pretty quick, and that looks like to be the case. So you'd hope the coaches are now going to look and go, hey, we got two refs out here that are going to call every little touch, guys, so be cautious, clean hits, make the plays, watch your sticks. Let's look for some goals. So
play hockey.
Don't respond.
Yep.
Don't
retaliate.
Don't retaliate.
6:26 left. Zach going to take center on this one. Kicks one over. Picked up by Dallas behind the net. Comes over to the near side. And a good hit by Zador. Gets it to Lee. Lee takes a shot.
Yep, here it is. It's just like we said. They're going to call every little touch now.
Well, they're taking control of the game. Nobody can blame them on that one. As Samard goes into the box now, and Omaha down another player.
Are they going to call 10? I'm going to say
3 Omaha players now in the sin bin.
Yeah, so far. We're waiting to see, though, if they're going to. Wade was kind of throwing the sign up there to the coach. I thought maybe he'd throw him for a 10 because it wasn't a very big hit to be a 10, so it looks just a 2.
Puck deflected, picked up by Dallas on the near side. Defender trying to hold on to it, coming in towards the net, kicks it over to the near side, sends it back up top, trying to set something up. Omaha needing to get some possession on this one. Deflected and high over to the near side. Back over, Omaha clears it. Dallas forced to reset on this one with another 1:30 left in the PK. 5:45 left in the period. Picked up by Vaughn in Omaha territory. Looking to pass. Kicks one back over. Omaha clears it. Sails one back over. Into Dallas territory. 1:14 left in the period. Penalty kill. Check that. Puck deflected, comes back over. Over to the near side. It's Preble going after that one. Pursued, deflected, back off. I don't know if the goaltender got that or if that was the post as it goes back over to Dallas territory.
Yeah, it looked like he made the save. It looked like he held the post pretty darn well there. Didn't give him really anything to shoot at.
Picked up as Edwards kicks that one over to the far side. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas taking one back over to Omaha territory. Pushing that one forward. Takes a shot. Deflected again by Williams. And back over to the far side. So Omaha clears that one. Dallas picks it up in neutral. Takes it over to their own territory. Slowing down the game. Trying to take it over to the far side. Edwards going after that one. Almost gets a shot. Who got him? Who was it?
Boucher put his man to the ground. There's a couple guys here
First
for Dallas.
that
Oh, my.
And the goal goes in.
That one gets through.
They just sneak one in on the penalty kill for Omaha.
Yeah, Boucher took his man down. There's a couple Dallas guys that are pretty small, so it didn't take a whole lot to drop him, but boy, still left the lane open. Sometimes you'll see the guy more worried about the hit than error about the play opens up a lane for somebody else, and they just rifle it right through.
So Omaha trailing by 1. 4:31 left in the first period. Puck dropped. Dallas trying to go after that one. Pushes it forward. Omaha going after it. Cutler goes after it. Cricklaw gets that one. Sends it back over onto the far side. Comes in to try to take a shot. Couldn't quite get it off. Deflected. Back over to the far side. Over to the near side we go. Cutler trying to hold on to that one. As it goes back behind the net. Busher trying to go after it now. As Dallas trying to clear a hold of that one. Omaha couldn't hold on to it as it goes back over. And icing called on Penguins.
Well, question here is, how does this Omaha team respond? They've had a couple tough games so far. Big loss yesterday. Close game earlier today, but played well. So now you're down. You're a little tired, but hey, this is what your team's made of.
Well, they're making strides because last game was a little bit further, margin of error.
Yeah,
and now we're doing better. So we'll see what happens there, right? This puck goes over to the far side. Omaha takes a shot, deflected off the goaltender. Wynn takes a shot off the goaltender's mask. The referee, what is he calling? Loose puck everywhere, and I don't know why he stopped that one.
Don't either. I'm assuming he lost sight of it maybe, but it was a pretty quick whistle. The puck that's still in play.
Bianchetti taking this one in center. He's got it, yes. Wynn gets it over to Wynn. Wynn takes a high one over, and the goaltender stops that one, deflected. 3:47 left in the first period. Bianchetti taking center on this one. Puck goes over, back over to the near side to Wynn. Wynn send that one over to behind the net, over to the far side. Zach trying to get a hold of that one. Ooh, somebody got leveled there on that one. Puck comes over to the near side. Omaha still holding his Bianchetti with a good back check. Hold on to that one, gets it a win. Wynn on the near side, battling it. Holding on to it for Omaha. Comes in, trying to kick one forward. Picked up as they're going to send it over. Bianchetti holds on to it right at the blue line, but couldn't quite hold it in time. Goes back over to the far side. Comes over to the near side. Cruz kicked that one back over to Zach. Holds on to that one. Puck goes over to the far side. Cruz holding on to it for Omaha. Kicks it back over to the far side corner. Dallas gets a hold of it. Omaha double teams him on that one, and that's going to be a penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see it right away. Elbows came up.
That kid's going to have a headache.
Morgan's going to talk about it. He got to be careful. He might get sit in another game. Start another a couple more minutes. So
as Morgan goes into the sin bin for that one for 2 minutes with 2:53 left in the period. So Omaha now on the penalty kill again for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, these are the things that kind of killed us throughout a couple of the other games with some of the penalties. You like to see that cleaned up. That's probably one you don't need to take. Two guys just killing a guy right on the boards. The puck's already left. There's nothing you can do other than you're giving up some time now. You're now outmanned.
Yep. But deflected off the post over to the near side. Looks like it went high. And Omaha referee needs to go after another puck.
Yeah, they're calling interference on more. I thought maybe they'd call elbowing. His elbows did come up, but once again, like we said, the puck was gone, so it is an interference call. Could have gone either way.
Hopkins kick is over to the far side. Trying to go after that one. Kicks it back over on the far side. Roeder gets that back over. Omaha clears it. They're going to say keep going. So goaltender gets that back over to the near side. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas trying to get it. Gets it right off Roeder's skate. Roeder comes in for a shot. Deflected off the goaltender. Holds on to it for Omaha. Trying to get over to Preble on the near side. Roeder still battling it in the near side corner. Dallas sails it over to the far side. In the corner, trying to clear it. Elkins almost gets his stick on that one. Goes back behind the net as Dallas gets a hold of that one with 1 minute left on the PK. Comes over to the near side. Dallas holding on to it. Comes over to the near side. Deflect. Comes in for a shot. Deflected back over to the near side as Dallas holds on to it. Sails that back over. Comes in front of the net. Deflected again. And a great job by William. Sorry, Alfieri's in there. I'm sorry. Alfieri's in net.
Yeah.
We talked about it. I didn't know if he was in there or not.
Yeah, Alfieri today. He's a good job like holding his ground on that one. We saw a couple plays. Roeder down the far end made a nice job of blocking a shot. He gets the shot off. You'd almost like to see him kind of turn that back a little bit. He unfortunately had like 4 guys in front of him. There's not much he could do. So, but he did. He kept it down there, killed a little time.
Omaha clears it. It's 44 seconds left in the period penalty kill. Puck deflected, picked up, comes over to the near side. Vaughn in pursuit now. It's Bobby Lee coming out to help assist also. Puck goes over the far side. Deflected again.
Ooh.
Vaughn, looks like Vaughn lost his stick on that one, but inadvertently took out about 2 players from the Dallas team on that one.
Yeah.
And Omaha clears it.
Works out. Sometimes it works in your favor. You take out the Dallas side, so that's all right.
Dallas holds on to it in their own territory. 1 minute left in the period. Puck goes over to the far side. Vaughn keeping it at the blue line for Omaha, and a clear back over into the Dallas territory. Omaha full strength, 45 seconds left in the period. They're going to bury one back deep in Omaha territory.
Ooh, man.
Vaughn separated a man from the puck but lost his feet on that one. And a good grab there as Samard comes in to grab it. Puck over to the near side. Samard still holds on to that one. Puck over to the near side again. Near side battle in the corner. 17 seconds left in the period. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas trying to clear it. Clears it. Gets it back over into Omaha territory. Cutler going after it behind their own net. Picks it up for Omaha. 4, 3, 2, 1. He's going to hold on to it for Omaha and a stop of play.
I mean, a smart play. You don't want to make a mistake right at the end. Put something out in front of the net. Maybe give him a quick one to take a 2-0 lead. So, all right, play there by Wynn. Overall, pretty good pace. Like I said, these guys have played pretty. Not some of them just like right before this game. So
yeah,
you can see it a little bit in the legs, but they're starting to move the puck a little bit. Maybe once we get out of the box, that helps. Maybe we'll start getting something moving again and get some
decent decisions. I'd still like to see us out of the penalty box a little bit more.
Absolutely. Coaches will clean that up, though. They'll read what the refs are playing and what they're doing. And, hey, can't be throwing big hits. Don't be hitting guys after the puck leaves, the common sense stuff. So.
Yep. Also, don't
impressive, though, that Morgan's still throwing the body around on his 3rd straight game. So
that kid's going to be tired, man. That's going to be a good night's sleep, I tell you what.
I'm tired just watching him skate the last 3 games. So. But.
As we go into the second period, Omaha down 1-0 against Dallas.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd compare this Dallas team against what we've seen so far. I thought the Monarchs team yesterday moved the puck really, really well. We saw McKinney this morning, or this afternoon, earlier today, whenever it was. Those guys started off really well, but once we started pressuring them, they turned over the puck a lot. So maybe that's what they need to see with this Dallas team. They move it pretty well, but you get guys in the lane. There's not a lot of size on them. Maybe just start disrupting a little bit. You'll start getting turnovers. Big thing for Omaha is we see guys that have a lot of room around them and just throw the puck.
Yeah.
Still doing that. You really want to hold it, take a look a little bit, give yourself, have your head up. Sometimes that comes with you're a little bit faster game maybe than you're used to. A couple new guys looking around. You're not used to somebody being not right in your face or going to be right in your face.
Yep.
Just as long as they get their head up, they'll start realizing pretty quick they got a lot more time than they think they do, and they'll start making some plays.
I think eventually they definitely need to take a little control of that puck possession, right?
Yes.
So we don't need to rush down the down the lane every time. We just need to take back, set something up, trust each other, communicate a little bit on the ice, and I think they'll do just fine.
Yeah, and I think that's what you've seen from this Penguins team. They actually do move it pretty well. They don't hold it a lot. They don't skate real far with end to end or anything like that. They're looking for the open man. So
they definitely don't seem to have a problem taking it back to their own territory
no,
just to
absolutely.
slow the game down.
That's a smart play sometimes.
Yep.
Because you just got to turn it back, and coaches may not like that. They like the whole go north south, not this east west stuff sometimes. But hey,
puck drop goes back over to Omaha territory as Cutler in pursuit in the near side corner. Gets it back for Omaha, trying to clear that one. Gets it onto the near side. Samard trying to take this one out. Comes onto the near side. Almost gets tripped up. Comes over as Dallas gets it. Takes it back over to the far side. Trying to sail that back over. And a good stop there by Cutler. Puck on the far side. Picked up again by Dallas. Deflected. Trying to sail that over as Bruce trying to hold it in for Omaha. And a good check by Samard. Comes over to the near side. Sails that back over as Dallas gets in the far side corner. Omaha couldn't quite hold that one in play. Picks it up in our own territory. Comes over to the near side. Off Bianchetti's skate. Kicks it back. Picked up. Bruce taking one back over to the territory. Comes in for a shot. Deflected by the goaltender. Comes over to the near side. Comes back over to Omaha territory as Wynn going after it. Gets it on the near side corner. Forced to take it behind the Omaha net. Has a man on inside. And a good deflection there by Omaha. Gets it back out. Picked up. Is that Busher? Taking one in front of the net. Almost gets it over as they clear it out. That should be icing.
That one is going to make it.
And icing is called on that one.
Just like you're saying, they're starting to move the puck a little bit out of the, getting the breakouts out of their own zone. It's finally good to see that instead of just carrying up. There was a couple times we still do carry. You got guys open. Starting to at least get their heads up, make some quick shot passes. Yeah. Saves your legs, too. I'm not know. You guys realize that real quick because I don't have to go back and forth,
I wouldn't want to skate up and down the ice that much.
More you hold that zone, the less you, especially in the offensive zone. Saves
Puck
your legs.
deflected, picked up as they're trying to clear that one. And a good stick by Preble. Couldn't hold on to it, though. Puck gets deflected, comes over as Elkin in pursuit on the near side corner of Omaha territory. They try to send one off, deflected by Preble. Puck over to the near side, picked up as it just held at the blue line. Over to the far side. Trying to get held as Preble gets boarded on that one. But comes out with it. Great job as it comes over to the near side. Crinklaw going after that one. Puck gets kicked back and he holds on to that one as it comes off. Off the boards it goes and Busher kicks one back over. Goes behind the net of Dallas. Held on by Omaha. Cutler kicks it back over to the near side in the corner. Dallas tries to clear it. Held on by Crinklaw. Kicks it over to the near side corner. Busher in pursuit going after this one in the far side. Off of Dallas's own skate player's skate, I should say. Edward kicks it back over. And I don't know who he's calling offsides on, but
once again,
I didn't see anybody there.
I don't know if the refs here are understanding what the rules that we've been playing about this weekend about being delayed offsides or not. But unless he's saying it hit him, but that's the second time we've seen it get whistled down on a. We do play delayed, so I'm assuming he's saying it hit Cutler on the way through, but
it did not.
It did not. I would agree, but. Because that's the second time we've seen that whistle dead. So hopefully they'll
Elkin's trying to kick one over as Roeder tries to get a hold of it. Picked up as Dallas pushes one forward. High goes over to Mike Alfieri, and he's going to cover that one. 12:35 left. Good cover by Mike.
Would you like to see Alfieri actually play that puck, or is it a good idea just to go ahead and cover?
Sometimes when you got several guys going, I'd just like to see a cover.
I prefer to see it covered. And it's a kind of the goal, especially when you got your defenders coming in backwards like that, and you got a guy coming in hard. He was out quite a ways, but I think Alfieri was like, I know my guys are tired. It very well could be that.
Yep. Puck deflected high, back over to the far side. Omaha trying to get all that one deflected. Omaha clears it, picked up by Dallas at neutral ice. Deflected again. So Omaha, some good back checking. Puck goes over to the near side. And icing called on Dallas.
Penalties are bad, but these icings too really slow down the pace of the game, and it goes back and forth, back and forth. I'd like to see it kind of go a little bit longer, but
I'd like to see some control.
A little more control.
Possess it, hold on to it, take control of that.
Yep.
Don't let them have it. Don't force something that's not there. Puck deflected, goes over to the far side. Barons almost gets a hold of that one as it goes over to the far side corner. Elkins trying to come in and stop that one from going out. Puck is cleared over the boards. 12:07 left in the period. We've got a slight change as Lee and Vaughn in as we got Roeder. Who else we got in there? I can't quite see the jerseys.
Barron, I believe, is on the right side here.
Yep. Puck goes back behind the net over to the far side. Picked up by Roeder. Roeder trying to get in. Vaughn sneaking in, taking a shot. Just deflected by the goaltender. He was sneaking in there. Roeder behind the net, battling that one nicely. Trying to get some help. Burns trying to get a hold of that one. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas coming out with it. Bobby Lee on the far side. Puts him in the boards. Vaughn going after it in the far side corner. Vaughn comes up with it. Holds on to it in Omaha territory. Looking for a man to pass to. Trying to get one out. Clears it, but picked up by Dallas in neutral territory. Going to send one high. Should have been a high sticking. Puck deflected. Is Roeder going to get a hold of that one? Back over to the near side. Deflected. Roeder pushing that forward nicely, though, as 11:25 left in the period. Puck over to the far side. Lee getting a hold of that one. Bobby dancing with that one on the far side. Trying to pass that back over. Comes over as Vaughn in pursuit now in neutral territory. Forced to take that back over. Kicks one back into Dallas territory. 11:08 left in the period. Omaha trying to get all his Elkins. Roeder comes over. Bobby's still dancing with that one. Omaha got a good change in at the right time on that one. Gets it out as Vaughn kicks it back over into Dallas territory. Dallas gets it in their own territory. Trying to hold on to that one. Picked over onto the near side. Dallas coming out with that one. And a good stick goes over to the far side as Bruce trying to get a hold of it. Puck on the far side, picked up by Samard. Samard taking dancing that one back over to the near side. Going to come out with it. Taking that one back forward. Kicking that one back over to the near side to Roeder. Roeder taking that back over into Dallas territory. Tries to pass in front. And a cover by the Dallas goaltender.
It's a good play there by Samard. Found some open ice. Started skating it out. Saw the man right ahead of him. Got it to Roeder who get it in the zone. Got it right back to him. Couldn't get a shot off, but that's okay. Hey, that's what we like to see. Start working each other a little bit, getting used to each other. So it's a good play.
Had the right idea on that one.
Although I have seen the refs now that we've seen the offsides, there were some that would have been delayed. They did not call it dead. So we're going to assume that either there was a miscommunication earlier or they were calling it hitting someone. So.
Yep. Puck deflected back over, picked up on Dallas territory. A good job by Bruce and a back check. Kicks one back over into their own territory. Forces him to take it over to the far side. Bianchetti in pursuit. Couldn't quite get a stick on that one as it comes over to the near side. Bruce trying to get a hold of that one. Puck over to the far side. Picked up as Omaha. Kicking over to Samard. Samard clears it. Still battling that one. Omaha couldn't hold on to it. Little pile up there as they come back over to Omaha territory. Deflects. So that was a hard hit into the boards on that one. No calls though as it goes over to the far side. Samard deflects, picks it up. Omaha taking over neutral ice, a 3-on-2. Bruce holding on to it, takes a shot just behind the net. Puck goes high over to the near side, picked up by Dallas, but picked back by Samard. Samard kicks it over high, picked up by Dallas over to the far side. Picked up by Nguyen. Nguyen getting that one back over. Kicks one over to Elkins. Elkins kicks it back over into the near side. Picked up by Dallas again in their own territory. Takes it behind their own net. Omaha getting a change in. Dallas deflects. Nguyen deflects over to the near side. Great job on his stick. Gets it off his back. Forces that one back over as Elkins trying to get a hold of it. Gets boarded on that one as it comes over to the near side. Picked up by Nguyen. Nguyen sending that behind the net. Going to kick one back over to the far side. Deflected.
Nice
Morgan taking one over to the goaltender. Goal! Omaha! As Johnny Morgan puts one in the back of the net, and Omaha ties it with 8:46 left in the second period.
Boy, great recognition from, I didn't see who the assist went to, but absolutely sees Morgan out ahead of everybody on the blue line all by himself. Doesn't miss. Morgan, beautiful shot. Low and away. Dangerous there for a goaltender. When you get right over those pads under the glove, hard to stop. 1-1 game, 8:46 left here to second.
Puck drop, goes over to the far side. Zach going after that one, taking that over to the far side. Sends that back behind the net, Dallas. Picked up by Morgan, trying to send one back over, but deflected. Comes over to the near side. Edwards holds on to it, keeps it at the blue line, sends one back. Deflected off the boards by Dallas, but a good job by Elkins, pushing that one over to the near side. Omaha couldn't quite hold on to that one as it comes over. Picked up there. As Morgan holding on to it, sends it back. Who was that had that? Comes over to the near side, picked up by Dallas. Dallas trying to send it back over. Edwards couldn't quite get a stick on that one. Puck comes over to the near side, picked up by Dallas, and a good deflection there by Alfieri. Puck behind the net, and another clear. Pushes over to the far side, picked up by Omaha. Sends it over to neutral territory. Back over to the far side. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas takes it back over to Omaha territory. A lot of back and forth. Goes over to the near side corner. Edwards battling that one. Gets some assistance from Zach. Zach on the near side. Deflected by Omaha. Goes back over. They're going to say they tapped it. Well, this ref said no. That ref said yes.
The ref on the left is correct. It is an icing because it was
our
guy.
It should have been, but yeah.
It was an Omaha player that touched it still behind the center line, so I don't know why he was waving it off. I think they're going to talk about it, saying, hey, it was over here. Still an icing. Right call.
7:38 left in the period. I would agree. Out for Omaha, Vaughn, Crinklaw, Busher, Cutler. Who is that? Masked man over there. Far guy.
Oh, back over this way?
Yep, right in front of the net.
Hard to tell
Can't
from
quite
here.
see, yeah. That orange blends in more to the red than
does.
it should.
I think it's Lee that's right there in the middle.
Is it Bobby? It might be Bobby Lee. Puck deflected back over to the near side. Picked up, takes a shot. High. Back behind the net. Vaughn in pursuit now. Puts him on the boards. Comes over to the near side. Another man on the boards by Omaha, but comes over in front of the net. Deflected. Picked up. I think Crinklaw got that one. Nope. Check that. Comes over to the near side. Vaughn grabs a hold of it. Holds on to the near side off the boards. Onto the near side corner. They're going to call Omaha an icing on that one.
Yep. Also correct call. The back guy has it. Fucking ran down the ice. Yeah, usually it's nice to look at the back of those jerseys. You see the name, but you see Lee. Earlier I thought it's like, what's 92? It'd have a name on it. I realized it's like 2 lines. It's like, oh, okay. Short name.
Yep. Puck drop, comes over. Kick back. Defender coming in, take a shot. Sends that over to the near side. Great job by Alfieri. Goes over to the far side. Lee sends that over to the far side. Roeder trying to get a hold of that one. Deflected. Elkins almost gets a hold of that one as it goes over to the far side. Vaughn kicks one back. Picked up by the defender. Takes a shot. Sends one. Deflected by Omaha over to the near side. Barron almost gets a hold of that one. Lee gets a hold of it then. Takes it behind the net over to the far side. Omaha going to clear it. Roeder gets it back over to the far side. Picked up by the Penguins over to the near side. Dallas trying to hold on to that one. And Omaha just got beat on that one as Vaughn couldn't quite get the change. And Alfieri deflects nicely. Great job by the goaltender of Omaha on that one. We got beat.
Tight on that one.
Another deflector off Roeder. 6 minutes left in the period. Penguins holding on to it. Sending one off the boards. Trying to hold on to it. A little back and forth there as it goes back over to the far side. Vaughn gets it behind the net. Holds on to it. Kicks one back over to Bren. Bren's going to clear it for Omaha. Sending one over to the far side. Gets over. Elkins gets a rebound on that one. Goes back over, and Vaughn gets it in the far side corner. Kicks one off the boards to Elkins. Elkins couldn't quite get a stick on that one. Vaughn deflects, but picked up by Dallas. Vaughn trying to steal that as they deflect back over to the far side corner. Vaughn trying to send one back. Clears it for Omaha, but picked up right away. Just past the blue line. Comes over to the near side. Picked up as Smart going after that one. Bruce in pursuit also. They send one off the boards. That should be icing.
That's icing.
And it is. 5:19.
It was a great play, great save there by Alfieri on a breakaway. It was a really nice setup by Dallas. I don't think Omaha they were definitely out of position. Defenseman didn't see him behind him. Had a forward, was the only guy behind, and somebody look and go, hey, what's the forward doing? He's not trying to knock it away. I think a forward, if you don't play defense, you're a little afraid to take a penalty. Do you stick your stick in? So that's a tough play there for Barron having to come back and try to help. A great save by Alfieri to keep this tie game.
Mike had a great job there. Puck deflected, dropped. Goes over to the far side, picked up by Bruce. Bruce dancing with that one, takes a shot. That goaltender, I don't know how he saw that one, but man, he grabbed it.
Might be the other goaltender, but you got to admire a good save. That's a heck of a glove save. Leg out, glove there, right. Boy, he had it tattooed there for the corner. Down low, but whew, good save.
He may have the imprint of a puck on his hand after that one.
Yeah, it was a pretty good shot. He got a little steam on it.
Bianchetti taking center. Puck drop, comes over to behind the net, over to the far side. Sidoric is in pursuit. Get some help from Bianchetti. Pile up there. I'd like to see Omaha separate a little bit from that. 3 guys on the one.
Absolutely.
As it goes back over to Omaha territory. An icing called.
Yeah, if you're in a bit of a scrum over there, it's all right. If you got 2 guys in, maybe have that 3rd guy there to pull the puck out. But if you're just kind of standing around next to each other as things are moving around, it doesn't really leave anybody open. Generally, you try to get something to the front of the net, nobody there. So.
Well, we learned from the last game that the North Stars had a cherry picker who liked to just sit up top. So we got to watch that. 4:49 left. Puck gets dropped. Bianchetti going after that. It goes behind the net. Smart going after it now. Getting some help there as Brands, and they're going to clear it as it goes back over to Omaha territory. Wynn going after it now, holds on to it, takes it behind the Omaha net, going to skate around to the far side, gets tripped up slightly, but holds on to it, gets it to Bianchetti. Bianchetti taking it behind the net over to the near side. Deflected. They're trying to clear it. Omaha couldn't hold on to it. Oh, there he goes. Omaha clears that one. Takes over to Bianchetti, getting that over to the far side. Omaha sends that back over, gets tripped up, and Omaha's going to finally get a penalty on that.
Yeah, Sidoric.
Called.
Looks like they got their stick at the skates of Sidoric as he tried to get through. It was a good play to set that up by Bianchetti. Yeah, he worked through. He found the open man. Just like we're saying, you guys are wanting to just not pass it, but boy, he found him right away. Sidoric just kind of pushed his way through, and Dallas guy got stuck in his skates. And there you go. We got a two-minute power play.
So we got 4:22 left in the period with a 2-minute power play for Omaha. Puck drop, comes over to the near side, goes over to the far side. Bianchetti battling in front of the net, comes over to the near side, Morgan going after it. Johnny kicks that over to the near side corner, back behind the net. They're going to sail it over as Wen holds that into the blue line, over to the far side, holds on to it. Gets it to Cutler, takes a shot, deflected over to the near side. Morgan gets it. Morgan sending that behind the net, back behind, holds on to it. Looking to pass, gets it back over to Cutler. Cutler's going to hold on to it, dancing back to Morgan. Morgan looking to pass, gets it over to Cutler. Going to call high sticking on.
It's got to be against Omaha because we had the puck, so.
Sorry, it was Wynn to Cutler.
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a little fighting in front of the net. They're saying Bianchetti's stick came up, contacted the helmet, probably a high stick.
Well, that was inconvenient.
Yeah, penalties usually are, so. I feel like we should be paying these refs a little more. They could be going our way, but that's all right.
Somebody should tell them this is a home team advantage.
Yeah, that's all right. It's been like that for years, right?
Yep. Omaha deflects, clears it. They try to hold on to it. Cutler takes a hit to him. Picked up to Morgan. Morgan sailing that back over. Picked up right away by Dallas. Dallas in neutralized. Takes it off the boards on the far side. Picked up by Omaha. Back over to the near side. Kicks it over. Morgan holds on to it. Takes that one forward. Holds on to it again for Omaha. Gets it Cutler. Cutler on the near side corner. Gets it to Morgan. Takes a shot. Deflected. Back over to the near side. Cleared by Dallas. There's Wynn going after it. Wynn gets it. Good job by Wynn. Go after that one. Last line of defense as it comes over to the near side is Dallas going after it. And a good job by Cutler. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan to Cutler. Cutler trying to hold on. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas pushing that one forward. Goes over to the near side. Wynn holding on to that for Omaha. Kicks that over to the far side. Deflected. Picked up again as Cutler taking that one forward. Getting that again as Morgan almost gets a hold of it. Held on by Dallas. Dallas off. Comes forward with that one. 2:36 left. Going to come after that one. Great communication by Morgan to Cutler.
Another penalty coming up against Omaha for slashing. Heard the hit across the shin guards on this side. Fortunately, it ref on the backside called it. Sometimes you'll hear it, sometimes you won't. Was it a full slash? Yeah. Went for the puck, missed it, hit the shin guard. So
yeah, when you hit the echo,
you hear the echo. It's hard to argue it, I suppose.
So Omaha gonna be down a one man for 7 seconds, and then gonna be down again. Not a position you want to be in for this, but Dallas needing to hold on to this one as they go back and forth passing, trying to set something up. Goes high over to the far side, cleared by their own Ricochet.
That's the shot right there that every coach hates. If you miss the net, that's exactly what happens.
Yep. Dallas trying to hold on. 17 seconds left before we get another man. Dallas trying to set something up. They're trying to take it nice and slow with the 9 seconds left. Takes a shot deflected by Alfieri. Puck on the near side as Edward comes in trying to get a hold of that puck. Takes it over to the defender. Can't get a shot off. Comes in Omaha. One man plus as Bianchetti comes in. Deflects it over to the far side. Ties score with 1:07 left on the PK. Ooh. And a good stop by Alfieri on that one.
A lot of traffic in front of him. Not sure how he saw it, but fortunately it was like right at him, so good positioning. 1:03 left here and man advantage for Dallas. 1:32 left in the period, so let's see if they can kill this off, get a break, come back strong here in the third period.
Puck drop. Hold on to that one, clear it. Nope, check that. Sends it back over to the far side corner. Kicks it back to the defender as Dallas trying to hold on to it. Inadvertently sends it to the far side. Preble trying to clear it. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas sends it back over to the near side defender. He was going to send it to the near side corner, back behind the net. Preble there to grab it, trying to clear it, gets it off the boards. Picked up by Sidoric. Sidoric moon scored with some art. Sidoric taken out to the near side, far side corner. 56 seconds left in the period, 26 left on the PK for Omaha. Sidoric going after this one on the near side, trying to get that one. Goes over to the far side, held on. Deflected in front. Goaltender gets taken out, but deflects. Omaha deflects off of the helmet of the Dallas player. 36 seconds left as we're in Dallas territory now. Dallas gets their ricochet off their own helmet on that as it comes over to the near side. Elkins in. Omaha now full strength. 25 seconds left. Puck goes behind the net of Omaha. Back behind over to the far side. Brell trying to get a hold of that one.
Oh, penalty coming.
It's boarded on that one.
Be careful, they might get one on each side. Should be coming against Dallas. It looked like was the initial call.
I saw an elbow go to the helmet, but
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
A little high. Might be a rough.
1-1 game. Second period with 12.8 seconds left. So we go back over to the Dallas side. Wouldn't it be great if Omaha could go into the third period up one?
Yeah, they'll have to get it quick now one.
On the PK.
Oh.
Deflected, goes back over to the far side. Color deflects, gets it back over to the near side. Deflected by Sidoric, loses his stick on that one, but Bianchetti comes up, buries it deep into the near side, and that's the end of the second period.
Well, there you go.
We go to period 3. Omaha will be up a player for 1:48.
Yeah, it's a good way to start. You go back, get a little rest, get something to drink. Nice play by Alfieri there at the end. Got a man in front, made a good slide and save. Kept this a tie game, so we're going to take a break here for about 10-15 minutes. We'll be back here for third period action. Stay tuned.
Thank you. All right, coming in as we go into the third period, Omaha will be up a man for another minute 48. Boys getting a little warmed up. Ice is a little wet right now, so they're trying to give it a little time to freeze over, it looks like. As we go forward, just keeping everybody, we're a little slightly delayed. We'll kick back on here in just a minute. All right, looks like we're going to start going. Junior Lancers coming on out. Starting lineup coming out. Looks like we're going to have Bianchetti, Wynn, Sidoric, Cutler. Puck gets dropped, goes over to the far side. Back over into the Dallas side. Penguins holding on to that one. Comes over to the near side. Held on by the Penguins. Takes it back over to Omaha. Terry takes a shot deflected by Alfieri. Comes over to the near side. Omaha holding on to it. Couldn't quite clear it. Picked up by Wynn. Wynn going to force to take it over to behind the net, over to the far side. Holding on to it. Takes it back over to the blue line. Back over into the Penguins territory, into the far side corner. Wynn trying to hold on to it. Holds on to it. Gets poke check, but forced into the corner, picked up as they're going to clear that one. Comes over to the near side. Sidoric holding on to it for Omaha. Going to dance with that one. Sending that back over to Wynn. Wynn holding on to it. Good pass over. Back over to Cutler. Cutler dances. The hole stops. Gets it back over across. Back over to Sidoric. Takes a shot deflected by the goaltender onto the near side corner. Sidoric trying to dance with that one. Gets his own rebound. Wynn gets it over. Cutler takes a shot deflected by the goaltender. Puck goes over, and they're going to clear it. Should be icing.
Nope.
Nope.
It's on the power play, so.
Power play, so no. Sorry,
No
my bad on that one. 35 seconds left in the power play. Kicked off is Zach going after that one to dent it forward onto the near side. Pass in front of the net. Nobody but Dallas on that one. Comes over to the near side. Deflects. Picked up. Sends it over to the far side. Preble and Busher going after that one. Busher getting it. Comes over to the near side. Zach going after it on the near side. 12 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Samard trying to get a hold of that one. Still dancing with it. Forces him over to the near side. Back in Dallas territory. Takes over to the far side. They're going to try to set something up. Takes it back across over the blue line. And a good back check there by Samard. Gets it back behind the net over to the near side. Deflected. Picked up by Omaha. Going to sail that one back across. Back over to Samard. Onto the near side. Held on. And a good job by Preble. Deflects. Picked up by Edwards. Edwards takes it back behind the net over to the far side. Holds on to it. Takes it across the blue line. Picked up right away at neutral ice. Back over to the near side. Deflects over to the near side corner. Back behind the Omaha net. Picked up. Edwards get that one out. Over to the near side. Picked up by, in front of me, Samard. Deflects. And a stop of play as they're going to call Omaha for icing.
Yeah, you need to take one more step. You had plenty of room. That was starting to get a little bit, back and forth finally, getting a little flow to the game again. So that's kind of nice to see. 12:25 left here.
It's like no immediate change. Well, maybe. Did we get one? Looks like we got a change there. Puck gets dropped, comes over to the near side. Elkins kicks that back over. Deflected. Trying to get a hold of that one, and a good job by Elkins with a good stick. Buries one deep into Dallas territory, over to the far side. Elkins battling that behind the net. Gets it out by Dallas. Dallas to Edwards. Edwards kicks one back over and almost deflected high. That would have been a beautiful shot on that one.
Tough deflection from that point.
Yep. Dallas kicks that one back over to Omaha territory. Picked up by Vaughn. Kicks one forward. Gets that one back over by Elkins, who picks that one back over to Vaughn. Vaughn taking one forward, pushing it. Couldn't quite hold on to that one. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas on the near side. Omaha trying to, Vaughn with a back check, deflects, back over. Who got a hold of that one? Was it Bobby? No, they changed the lines a little bit on me. Deflected by Alfieri, gets it over to Vaughn. Vaughn to the far side, kicks it off the boards. So Omaha was going to change in on that one. Back over to the far side, picked up by Edwards. Edwards on the near side corner. Trying to hold on to that one. Picked up by Vaughn, kicks it back over, far side. Kicks one over, Roeder, taking one forward, holds on to it on the near side. Trying to get a pass off, couldn't quite get it. Onto the near side to Morgan. Morgan trying to get in, 2 men on him. Still trying to hold on to it, over to the far side, gets one over as Wynn gets a hold of it. Wynn holding on to it for Omaha. Going to take it behind the Omaha net, sails that over to the far side to Vaughn. Vaughn holding on to it, trying to sails that back, nobody home. Couldn't quite get it, deflected back behind the net. Roeder going after it now. Gets it as Vaughn, send it back behind the net, over to the near side. Picked up.
A hook.
And a good strong skate there by Cutler. I think I think Dallas is in for a penalty at this point.
They are.
Omaha holds on to it. It's Cutler going in. Cutler holding on to it. Delayed penalty is correct. Is Omaha going to be on the power play?
I think it looked like Omaha was a little confused if they were getting a power play or not. It took Alfieri a long time to come out of the net. Coaches were yelling finally, hey, come on out. We got a power play coming. Yeah, there was a hook down here. The player tried to let go of the stick, but it was, amazingly enough, the ref didn't call it right away. It was after the stick fell out of his arm about 4 strides down, and he finally went, okay, I'll give you the call. But, yeah, definitely a hook. So we'll get a power play here. Opportunity to take a lead here with 10:26 left.
Referee's telling him, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah. It's like, but we're on this side. It's easier for one guy to move, but not in this case. So
10:26 left in the game. Tied score. Omaha on the power play for another minute, 2 minutes. Dallas taking Omaha territory over to Wynn. Wynn battling him nicely on the near side. Tried to pass in front of the net. Deflects. Picked up as Omaha battling onto the far side. Dancing with the knife, holding on to it. Sidoric keep pushing that one forward. Had 2 men on him, though. Bianchetti forced to go after it on the near side. They try to get a pass and a good interception. Wynn gets it. Comes over to the near side. Cutler holding on to it. Trying to dance in front of the net. Takes a pass over to the far side. Sidoric getting a hold of that one. Dancing over to Cutler. Cutler takes shot. Trying to Bianchetti almost gets one. Wrap around attempt by Omaha. Couldn't get a hold of it. Wynn trying to hold on to it. Sails that over to the far side.
What are you doing?
Omaha forced to reset. 9:36 left in the period as Cutler going after it. Cutler holding on to it for Omaha on the near side. Sends over to Wynn. Wynn dancing with that one. Comes over to the near side. Tried to pass in front of the net.
Oh.
Checking the back on that one as they sail that back over, and icing called on the Penguins.
Morgan took a big cross check right in front of the net. Nothing called right in front of the refs. Interesting setup on their power play. They had 3 guys in front of the net, 1 guy in the left corner, 1 guy at the point by himself. Generally, you see 2 guys at the point, so I don't know if there was some confusion. Maybe they wanted to set that back up. I imagine coaches are going to say, hey, let's reset, boys. We can't give a shorthanded just because we're not paying attention. We lose something at the line.
Puck on the near side. They're going to clear it, send it over. No icing called on that one as they're right behind it. Wraps around, comes over to the near side. Held on by the Penguins. Sails that over to the far side. Picked up by Omaha. Dancing with it. Good pass gets picked up by Sidoric. Sidoric trying to pass. Sends that back over. Picked up. Sack taking that one forward. Simard behind him. Gets it over to Simard. Simard pushing that one forward. Gets a hit in the face on that one. They sail it back over to Omaha territory. Bruce going after it in the far side corner. Picked up by Bruce. Sails over to the near side. Picked up by Omaha. Comes back over to neutral territory as Bruce Busher pushes that one forward, picked up. Bruce takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender. 8:25 left. Both teams full strength. Puck goes back over to Omaha territory, deflected. Check that. Icing called. Good eye by Mike on that one to allow for icing because that was close.
That was close. Didn't look like we had a whole lot of understanding on the lines between that power play of where everybody should be. Good job by Dallas to pressure everybody deep. making it just a lot of confusion. Almost looked like we weren't on the power play at times. The guys just didn't know where to go. So let's see if we can clean this up here with 18 left and get a win out of here.
Puck deflected, back behind the net, picked up by Dallas. Dallas on the near side. Bruce trying to hold on to that one. Dancing with that, nice. Pushes that back in the corner, gets pushed down though. Dallas sails that over to the far side, clears it, takes it back over neutral territory, but the puck's been bouncing on him. Puck back behind the net over to the near side. Picked up is Vaughn, going to get it on the near side corner, gets it off the boards, dances with that one, get it clear.
Oh.
And it looks like
it's like a Dallas player going in that, but it looked like it was an Omaha player who touched it, so I don't know.
I don't know what that call was.
But the Dallas player went to the box, so he must have felt guilty about something.
He was not happy.
We'll take the power play either way.
It's like an admission of sin at that point.
A little bit. At least it isn't, hey, it wasn't you. Why don't you get back out of the box? But must have done something. Coaches are having a discussion with the refs.
Omaha now on the power play again for another 2 minutes with 7:50 left in the game.
Let's see what we learned from the last couple minutes here. Maybe we'll clean up what was going on.
Seems to be definitely a much cleaner game for Omaha.
Yeah, I think they're too tired to take a lot of penalties at this point.
That helps too, I guess.
Might be it.
Puck deflected, goes back over to Omaha territory, picked up by Wynn. Wynn sails it. No, he's going to hold on to it. Clears it for Omaha, sends it over. Sedort deflects, goes back over.
Huh.
Who exactly was he calling offsides on?
I'm not sure exactly because the puck was already ahead of him.
The puck was ahead. Yeah.
There's a little confusion there.
Somebody needs to inform the referees of left and right, apparently. As we go 7:34 left. Cutler going in at center. Deflects back over to Wynn. Wynn sails that one across. Picked up. Who got that? Morgan comes over to the near side. Morgan, yep, holds on to it. He's going to dance around, gets it over, picked up. It's probably takes a shot. Sorry, Cutler takes the shot. Puck goes over to the far side, back over to Omaha territory. Onto that one. Sails that over to the far side.
Yep, penalty coming.
Chippiness apparently that happened in there. Off camera. 6:54 left. And Omaha now going to have a penalty. A little cross-checking there.
I believe it's cross-check against Morgan.
I think Morgan knew that was coming.
Well, we'll play 4-on-4 here for the next minute.
Exactly.
We'll be shorthanded for a minute.
Going to have Smard, Busher, Wynn, and Pruce out for Omaha. As we go to the far side dot of Omaha. Puck gets deflected over there. He's going to take a shot, deflected behind the Omaha net. Over to the near side, comes in, takes a shot just a bit wide. Over to the near side, picked up. As Wynn sails that over to the far side, clears it for Omaha. They sail it right back over to the far side corner. Omaha takes it behind their own net, holds on to it, sails it over to the far side, clears it. Goes over to the far side corner, and icing called on Omaha with that one. 6:21 left in the game.
What's this team have to do here in the last 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, to find some offense? Because they haven't seen a lot of shots coming from the guys at the forwards. Having a hard time getting in front of the net. Maybe get something on the net from out far, get guys in front, look for the rebound, maybe get a dirty one. Sometimes that's the way you got to win.
Puck gets deflected over to the far side. Omaha clears it, says it over. Picked up by Dallas on the near side. Says over to Wynn. Wynn behind the net over to the far side. Picked up by Omaha. Gets it over. Omaha dancing with this one. Samard holds on to that one. Off the skate of one of the players. Deflects back over to himself. Samard dancing and battling that one on the near side corner. Trying to hold on to it for Omaha as Busher comes in to assist. 2-2 there in the near side on the boards. And the referee had enough.
Oh, there we go. Just as the penalty expires. So
5:48 left in the period. Tied score. Omaha on the PK for another 59 seconds. As we get Cutler, Zach, Preble, and Edwards in for Omaha. Cutler in at center. Puck drop comes over to the near side. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas takes it behind their own net. Going to slow it up a little bit. Comes out. Brings that one over to neutral territory. Sails that one over to the far side. Picked off by Edwards. Edwards to Zach. Zach pushes that one over to the far side. Picked up by Dallas. Takes a shot. Sails one far behind the net. Over to the near side. Deflects again. Zach almost gets a hold of that one. Comes in. Takes a shot. Deflected by Alfieri again. Great job by that one. Deflected. Tries to knock another one. Preble got him. Puck behind the net. Picked up by Edwards. 25 seconds left on the PK for Omaha. Puck over to the far side. Held on as looks like they're going to take a shot. Comes in. Pass in front of the net. Deflects over to the far side. Over to the far side corner again. Omaha trying to hold on to it. Gets boarded on that one. 8 seconds left on the PK for Omaha. Deflected. Held on. Comes over to the near side. Defender of Dallas trying in. Sends over to the near side. Dallas trying to set something up. Dances in front of the net. Takes a shot. Deflected by Alfieri to the far side corner. Dallas sails one back behind the net over the near side. Omaha in pursuit. Forced to clear it. Dallas sends it into their own territory. Morgan now in. Omaha full strength. It's to Preble. Takes a shot. High arcing shot to the near side. Deflected by the goaltender. Dallas holding on to the 1:4:25 left in the period. Goes over to the near side. Held on by Zach. Zach trying to get one over. Couldn't quite hold on to that one. Picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn got a man on him. Holds on to the puck for Omaha. Gets it off the boards. Clears it. Gets it back over, but picked up in their own territory by Dallas. Dallas trying to hold on to it. Goes back over to Omaha territory. Icing called on Dallas.
Well, it doesn't seem to be a lot of control going on either side right now. A lot of neutral zone play, so it's just going to take a tough one. I don't know what the rules are for this weekend. It's not a tournament. It's just more of a showcase, so I don't know if they'll play any kind of overtimes or not. You never know what you get.
We got a varsity game right after this.
Right after it. I'm sure these boys will tell you I've had enough. I don't really want to play a little more hockey, so maybe good we just score one here and get this over with. An opportunity.
Puck dropped. Omaha takes a shot. Deflected back over to the far side. Roeder in trying to go in after that one. Bruce deflects that one, holds on to it, keeps it in play for Omaha, gets it back over to Smart. Smart dancing with that one, takes a shot, deflected by one of the defenders, comes around, holds on to it, gets a rebound off the net, goes behind the net again, over to the far side. Smart in pursuit, deflected. Vaughn holding on, keeps it behind the net. Bruce in pursuit now. Dallas trying to get a hold of that one, goes over to the near side corner. Bruce sending one back over, kicks that one back off, gets it over Smart. Smart gets one back over to Sidoric. And he was about an inch ahead with 3:19 left in the period.
Come on, refs, let's keep this game moving. Hard to say, we're a little behind the line. Maybe it was 2 inches, but didn't look like much from here. Generally, if your foot's up like that close, they'll let you go, but maybe they get paid by the call. I don't know.
They must be at that point. Elkins in at center. Deflects. Picked up. Omaha trying to push that one forward. Edwards right between his leg. Couldn't quite see it, but getting some help there as Elkins going aft. Elkins gets tripped up. Couldn't quite hold on to it. They'd clear it. Sends it back over. Picked up by Preble. Preble holds on to it off. Comes over trying to get that one to Roeder. Picked up by Dallas in their own territory. Over to the far side. Back over to the far side. Neutral ice. Picked up. Edwards slows him down. Trying to get a hold of that puck. It's been a little elusive by Omaha today. Picked up as Omaha couldn't quite get it. Deflect. Picked up. Over to the near side. Roeder going after it. They sail that over to the far side. 2:36 left in the period. Deflected again. As Elkins trying to get a hold, couldn't quite get it. Comes over to the near side. They send it over to neutral ice, back over center ice, and deflected by Edwards. Comes over to the near side, and a good hit by Preble puts him in the boards. Deflects back behind the net over to the far side corner. Edwards trying to get a left, gets it to Elkins. Elkins back over, sends it.
Ooh.
As the ice monster.
Wow.
Nope, they're going to call that one.
Let's see what the call is on that one. He kind of lifted his stick. They're probably going to call interference, I believe. It was behind the play. Barron's ended up on his backside right in front of the bench. 2:11 left. We're going to go on to power play, although we've seen power play hasn't been good this third period for sure. I'd like to see him settle it down here a little bit, maybe get some movement, get a couple shots. But
2:11 left, so we have 2 minutes left of this period with 11 seconds left. We need to capitalize on. And somebody yelling in the stands that I don't know if I agree with.
Oh, okay. Fortunately, I didn't hear that one, but I'm assuming we can't repeat it.
Nope, not going to repeat it. But the coach for Dallas also does not agree at this point. But
he's kind of giving in. I don't know that the coach could have seen what happened. It was literally like right against the boards in front of the Omaha bench. Unless he was leaning over the bench, he wouldn't have seen. It looked like the guy there took Barron's down right in front on the backside. May have been a stick and lift, but they may get another one. They're going to yell at each other. So
he's going back and forth with the referee right now, so who knows what's going to happen. Now he's pleading.
Because this always works. Well, I shouldn't say that. It worked earlier.
Sometimes.
we saw a girl earlier in the
depends on how much money you have in your pocket,
game.
Apparently.
There was a waved off. There was no goal. Waved no goal. Well, just again, as the refs went to talk to the coaches, we're like, well, that never works. I don't know what they're talking about. And then they called it a goal. So you never know.
Well,
but penalties on the board, so good for us.
I was going to say, you don't see this very often, and now the referee's in the penalty box, but I think you just wanted some water.
Yeah, that's true.
And it looks like Dallas is going into the box.
Opportunity to end this game right here if you can get a goal here in the next 2 minutes.
Bianchetti, Sidoric, Morgan, Cutler.
And win.
And win in for Omaha. Thank you. I had a bad angle and a net. Puck gets deflected, comes over to the near side. They clear it.
Ooh.
Win going after behind the Omaha net. Going to take it over to the far side. Holding on to it. Dances with that one. Comes over. Getting that one to Cutler. Cutler dancing with that one. Pushes that over. Get Morgan. Morgan trying to get that to Bianchetti, but gets it to Sidoric. Sidoric trying to get that over. Takes a shot. Deflected off the goaltender.
Just missed.
Back behind the net. The goaltender's down. No stop of play yet.
Save.
Puck is loose. Morgan going after it. Comes over to the near side. Sidoric takes a shot. Deflects over to the far side. Picked up his Cutler. Sends on back over behind the net. Bianchetti almost gets a hold of that one. Gets it back over. Gets back over to Cutler. Cutler takes a shot. Sent high. Goaltender trying to cover it. Deflected back over to the near side. And the referee's got his arm up.
Is the net off, or did they call another penalty? I think they're calling Dallas on another penalty here.
And the announcer for Dallas is yelling now, too. So Dallas going to have another man in the box, and Omaha is going to be up 3v5.
Didn't see the call down here. I think it was a hold is what they ended up calling. There was a pile of bodies. Potentially someone trying to get a shot. You grab a hold of a stick, you grab a hold. So it is what it is. Refs had a better vantage point than we did. So
I've got a net in front of me, and that's all I can tell you.
That was a good sequence there by Omaha. They finally got the good puck movement.
Good
really
control.
Absolutely, a couple good saves there. There was one point the goalie was down, and it looked like there was an open net, and I believe it was one of the defensemen jumped in and took one in the chest. So way to take one for your team there for Dallas to keep this tie game. But good opportunity now with 5-on-3. Let's hope they can still do the same thing they just did there. Smart play here by the coaches to take a timeout. Let's talk about it a little bit. Get guys rested. You want your first line out there with a minute 16 left. Hey, guys, you played this long. What's another minute? Let's get one here. Great opportunity. Power play the rest of the game.
We'll see what happens here as Omaha gets a timeout on this one. And they're calling them back over. I will give credit to the Dallas goaltender. Got knocked over, had like two guys on him.
He did.
Still got up and made another save, so good for him.
He's played a good game. Yeah, no stick. A stick was in his net, so that's tough to do. But
as Omaha sends out their line, we're going to have same line, looks like. Bianchetti, Wynn, Cutler, Sidoric, and Morgan. Cutler taking center. Puck gets dropped, goes over to the far side. They're going to try to clear it. Sails one high behind the Omaha net. 1:08 left. Omaha's going to grab a hold of this one, take it back over to neutral territory. Wynn holding on to it, takes behind the net of.
Nobody at the point.
Wynn holding on to that one, trying to pass it in front of the net. Deflects back over. Cutler getting it back in neutral territory. Back in Omaha territory now. 47 seconds left. Omaha sending that back over. Morgan offsides. The blue line of death got him on that one.
Yeah, that's it. Got ahead, just ahead of it.
42.9 seconds tied score. Omaha still a 3v5 for another 32 seconds.
Still seemed a little confusion in the power play. I thought Wynn did a good job getting behind the net, controlling, looking out front. Maybe an errant pass to come where he did, but there was nobody at one of the points. Once again, guys are crashing. You got to get somebody to the point, somebody to control that puck.
Puck goes over to the far side, picked up. Bouchard trying to get a hold of that one. Gets it back over. Sidoric coming out, holding on to it, trying to dance in front of it. Takes a shot. Goaltender deflects, and he's going to cover that one. 28 seconds left in the period.
And make sure your defenseman's aware here as a man comes out of the box. You'd hate to see somebody get a quick break based on not counting for the man, that fourth man coming back out here in 17 seconds.
Zach going in at center. Kicking one over, trying to get it to Sidoric. Sidoric to Bouchard. Bouchard skating around, dancing with it. Kicks one back over, trying to get it to Sidoric. Sidoric takes a shot. Bouchard kicks one back over, picked over. Takes a shot behind the net. Picked up by Dallas. Dallas is going to clear it. Sails one back over to Omaha territory. Omaha still another player up. Comes at 3, 2, 1. Zach knocks him in, and the puck's cleared. And we have a tied game at the end of regulation. We are not 100% how this ends, but I have a feeling that's about it for today. We'll see.
Well, we'll see
what everybody says. We don't know what we're doing here.
Yeah. We're all learning together here on this.
Welcome to preseason, where the rules don't matter.
I'm going to guess there might be they're saying 4-on-4, or are they going to go? Generally, we'd go straight to an overtime or a shootout in our regular season for JV. So we'll see what they're saying. They're going to do something. It's not going to end in a tie. So
doesn't look like Coach Kinder's trying to talk to the referees, but the referees are in front of the booth right now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I see 5 minutes on the clock.
It looks like a 5-minute over. I saw him going 4. It looks like he said he might have said 4-on-4. I'd like to see a 3-on-3, maybe open some ice, get really good shots, make it a little interesting at least. I don't know if that benefits either team at this point. They've all played the same amount of games, so
should be interesting to see what. Regardless, we'll see what happens. As the junior Lancers talking to their coach right now.
I would almost guess that it could be a 3-on-3, but it'll be a 4-on-3 in this case because we still have 44 seconds on a penalty, so it should carry over to overtime.
You would think.
Oh. I did see 4 fingers go up, so I'm thinking the ref might have been saying it's a 4-on-3 to start, and if there's any stoppages, we may drop to a 3-on-3, whatever time's left, barring any goals.
We'll see what happens. Coach is talking. And they are putting another Dallas player in the box, so I would assume they're going to be down a player regardless.
Yep.
3v4 maybe?
And we're going to switch sides, so.
They are switching sides, yes. Looks like we got Cutler, Morgan, Sidoric, and Wynn out for Omaha. 4v3. Puck gets dropped, goes back over, picked up. Dallas sails that back over to Omaha territory. About 35 seconds left on the PK. Picked up by Morgan. Gonna dance with that one. Slowing things up, but gets it over Sidoric. Sidoric takes that back over, dances with that. On the near side of Dallas, gets it over to Wynn. Wynn gonna dance with that one, looking to pass, gets it over. Little pass back to Wynn, takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender of Dallas, over to the far side. Dallas trying to get it, clears that one, back over to Omaha territory. Alfieri holding on to that, sails that back over to the far side to Cutler. Cutler getting one to Morgan. Morgan full speed ahead, pushes that one over the blue line. 2 seconds left. That's it. Both teams full strength with 4v4. 4 minutes left in overtime. Cutler holds on to it, dancing with that one, pushing this one forward. Going to call offsides on Omaha again, and I don't know where that blue line is anymore.
I don't either.
That did not look like offsides to me. 3:55 left in the OT. Omaha's going to get a change in. We got Busher, Edwards, Bianchetti.
Looks like we have a running clock for the 5 minutes.
A running clock in 3v3 now.
Yeah.
Puck dropped. Busher kicks one back. Couldn't quite hold on to it. It goes over to Omaha territory. Edwards in pursuit. Trying to hold on to that for Omaha. Gets it over to behind the net. They're going to come in front of the net. Deflected. Alfieri deflects behind the net.
I made it into the rafters
and
somehow.
hit it into the ref, and the ref had to call that one.
Yeah, it's up and away.
Running clock still as we are 3:09. Puck drop comes over to the near side. Picked up by Dallas. Defender. Defender holds on to it. Skate comes over. Passes it on to the near side.
Ooh.
Dances past one. And goes over. Deflected by Alfieri. Picked up. As I believe Busher couldn't get his arms moved. Wanted a penalty. Couldn't get one. Picked up by the referees. 2:41 left in the period. Deflected over to the far side. Busher trying to push that one. Comes over to the near side. Picked up. Held on as it goes over to the far side. Bianchetti in pursuit. Samard going after that now. Edwards in pursuit also. Keeps on the far side. 2:23 left in the period. Whiffs on that one. Felt that breeze up here. Puss gets that picked up. As Bianchetti pushing this one forward, getting some help as Samard comes over. Tries to get a pass to Samard, but deflected. Picked up. Omaha needs to get the back check going. He's got a 2v1, but 2v2 now. Trying to pass in front, deflected by Alfieri over to the near side. Bianchetti trying to get that one cleared, picked up by Dallas. 1:57 left in the period. Dallas sends it over to the far side. Trying to hold on to that one as they get a change in suddenly. Deflected high. Dallas hold on to it on the near side. Sails it over to the far side up top. Comes in for a shot, deflected again. Alfieri deflects again. Gets tripped up. And a good stop by his defender. Sails that over to the far side.
Yeah.
An icing called on Omaha. 1:28 left in the period. Gonna go in for a change. As we get Morgan, Cutler. Preble. Thank you. I'll figure that out sooner or later, right?
Yeah.
1:11 left. Morgan kicks one out. Dallas holds on, pushes that over the far side corner, goes behind the Omaha net. Preble in pursuit on the near side corner. On the near side, Morgan trying to hold on to it. Trying to kick one back over. Morgan dances with that one, holds on, retains. Gets it over to Cutler. Pushes that over, back over into Dallas territory. Morgan, almost gets a shot off. 48 seconds left. Dallas on the near side, coming back over full charge. Trying to pass, gets it back over, sends it over to the far side. Trying to get a pass off. Morgan with a hit. Sends it over. Dallas going to dance with that one. 33 seconds left in the period. Dallas trying to slow things up a little bit. Takes a dance behind the net. Cutler in pursuit now behind the net. Comes over to the near side as Morgan trying to get a hold of him. Comes in. Dallas trying to dance with that one. Passes it over. Trying to pass in front of the net. Good stick by Morgan. Holds on to it, and a good pass by Morgan. Sends that back over to Cutler. 10 seconds left in the period. As Cutler trying to dance with that. Got two men on him. Pushes that over to the far side. 3, 2, takes a shot. High net. Should be a minute, but they're probably going to call that one.
Yeah, that'll do it. I'm assuming
should
we're
be
good
a second, I should say.
Well, it was a running clock anyway, so.
It was going to stop either way.
That's a tired group of boys out there.
The referee's going to talk. We'll see what happens.
I think they're going to talk about it and go, hey, do we continue on?
Boys sound to want a shootout. Sounds like they're calling that one. Referees say no, and I think that's the end. So we'll see everybody in a little bit here for the varsity game, as it looks like that's the end.
Interesting way to end. You figure if you're going to do a 5-minute overtime, you're going to go.
You would think they'd go to a shootout if you're going to do it.
Or you should have just went to the shootout to end the game, but oh well. Dallas will end in a tie here. Oh, well.
Oh, they changed their mind. We're going to have a shootout, it looks like.
That's twice today the refs have changed their mind. Games just never end.
Shootout coming up. So it's a 1-1 game if you're just joining us. No score. Oh, sorry, no time left. We're going to a shootout, so double overtime at this point.
Should be a 3-on-3, best of 3, I would imagine.
We're playing it by ear at this point.
Yeah, well, this is true. Unless somebody's behind and talks the refs into an extra, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'd like to know were there rules for the weekend. I would imagine there were, but maybe the refs aren't aware of them because they do ref in a lot of different tournaments, a lot of different things throughout the week. So,
all right, looks like Omaha's got first shot. It's like they're going to put John Morgan coming off on this one. John Morgan coming in. Takes one and buries it in. Go Omaha!
Nice little move there by Morgan. Fakes right, fakes left, moves the goalie, shoots back to the right. Goal. 1-0 lead here for Omaha in the extra period, in the shootout.
Dallas coming in. Sneak one in. Mike's looking sharp today. And Mike kicks that one out. Omaha now ahead 1. We're going to do best of 3 as Busher is going to come out for Omaha. He's going to approach this one. Busher pushing one forward. Oh. Nails one back, and Omaha leads that one. That should be the end unless they're going to go best of 5. Are they going best of 5?
Should be as best of 3, but they'll get one more opportunity because they can still tie
it
so. Up. So all we need is one more save.
We'll see what happens. Alfieri deflects, and Omaha wins that one. And a great win and a great job by the boys. And the junior Lancers get their first win of the season.
There you go, first win of the preseason here. Good job. We'll take this one overall 2-1.
Great job by the boys. I'm sure a lot of them are going to be very tired and sleep good. So we'll see everybody in a little bit for the game, but thank you.
We'll take a little break here. We'll see you soon.